making his name. A story linked to his Oxford past came back to haunt him. It involved a fellow Bullingdon Club member, Darius Guppy, a long-time friend of Johnson from their days at Eton and Oxford together.
We did have a serious embarrassment with Boris when he was in Brussels, when one fine morning, on my desk along with a post, I find a tape and a note from a reader who's saying, what are you as editor-in-chief of the Daily Telegraph proposing to do about one of your correspondents, Boris Johnson, having this conversation with Darius Guppy, a convicted fraudster?
The tape was a recording of Guppy telephoning to ask Johnson to find the home address of an inquisitive journalist whom Guppy wanted to scare off. 20 years on, we filmed for the first time Johnson listening to extracts from the tape.
But I am telling you something, Boris. This guy has got my blood up, all right? And there is nothing which I won't do to get my revenge. It's as simple as that.
How badly are you going to hurt this guy?
Not badly at all. He will not have a broken limb or broken arm, and he will not be put into intensive care or anything like that. He'll probably get a couple of black eyes and a cracked rib or something like that. Nothing which you didn't suffer in rugby, okay? But you'll get scared, and that's what I want him to do.
Okay, Terry, I said I'll do it. Don't worry.
Boris, I really mean it. I love you.
Yes. Taken out of context, that conversation could indeed seem embarrassing.
It's completely in context.
I hasten to, the reality is nothing eventuated from that conversation. It is perfectly true.
But you didn't. The point is, you didn't demur when he said this guy will be beaten up and
yes,
couple of broken ribs and so on. This is a friend of yours who wants the details of a journalist who's making his life a misery, and you said you would get the address and so on.
Well,
I said I'd do it, Derry. I'll do it.
Yeah. Nothing eventuated from that conversation. It was what can I say? Nobody.
What do you feel hearing it again now? Because you were laughing.
Well, obviously, I feel indignation that people take my private phone calls. That's what I feel, and I feel what a load of old cobblers. That's what I feel.
15 years ago, the Guppy tape drew Johnson straight into an elephant trap.
Why? Boris was caught on tape as well.
Ha ha ha! Originally comic, yes, that's how I say it.
Boris was on tape talking to Darius Guppy. A
very great man. I don't want to be totally stitched up here.
What you want and what you don't want.
No, he was a school friend, wasn't he?
A great chap, yeah.
And a great chap,
yeah.
despite being a convicted fraudster.
Convicted fraud, went very, very sadly wrong.
Yeah.
Major goof.
And one of the ways he went wrong is ringing you up on tape and suggesting that you help him beat up a journalist who was looking into him.
That did come up. I won't deny that did come up. I'm not ashamed of it.
What are you not ashamed of, though, Boris?
Whatever there is not to be ashamed of.
Boris had bumbled so endearingly that he became a regular on Have I Got News For You.
There is a sense of guilt that part of Boris's success has been built on his performances on that show. And I know Paul feels very ambivalent about whether he should be proud of helping this man to become mayor, let alone the next Prime Minister or whatever fate we've got coming for us.